Okay, so the next step is, so I've got my name tag here. The next step is to get these shapes to convert. And so we actually have to put these back in Adobe Illustrator. So the first step is to turn each of these into a sketch. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to hover over the top here. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go create sketch. And then I'm just going to go finish sketch. And so what it will do is it will create a sketch of that shape. And so I want to now rename this, and this is really important. So I'm going to call this outside one, and I'm going to put the color on here, okay? So now I'm going to turn the outside back on again. And now I need to also, get, let's see here. So I want to also select this shape on the inside here. And now it doesn't say create sketch. That will happen sometimes. And that's because it's not showing that I am selecting. So what we need to do is let's turn off outside black. And so we should be able to, there we go. So what happened was I had a sketch on top of that shape, and that sketch, Fusion was saying, well, there's already a sketch here. Why should I create a sketch? So you got to make sure you get all the sketches turned off, and then you go create sketch. So now that's a sketch of that, and I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this outside to black. And I've got one more sketch here, so let's turn that one off. So I need to make a sketch of this shape here as well. Create sketch, finish sketch. Whoops, let's try that again. There's outside to black, so we will hover over that. We will go create sketch. We'll go finish sketch, and then we will go rename, and we're going to call this outside 3 black. Okay, so I'm going to turn off that component now and turn on my letters. So now I need each of these letters exported. So I'm going to hover over that. I'm going to go create sketch. I'm going to go finish sketch, and then I need to rename it. So this is going to be P white. And so I'm going to pause the video while I do this for the rest of these. Okay, so I've done all of my letters, P, H, I, the little dot, and white. Those are now all sketches. So the last thing I want to do, I'm just going to turn on my climber. You see, it's much easier to do it if you can turn on and off the different parts. And I'm going to right click on there, create sketch, and I'm going to rename this climber red. And then we'll go finish sketch. Okay, so now I need to get all of these shapes out of Fusion. So what I need to do now is go to each of these, and I go export DXF. DXF is another kind of vector file, and I'm going to click OK. And see, the reason you want to give it the correct name is it'll save it with that name. And I'm just going to move these into, make sure you know where you're saving them. So I'm going to save them in tutorials. That's the folder in Fusion. And it's also going to save into my downloads. I'm going to click save. And so now, if you go to Adobe, and I'll do another tutorial on that next.